Hi, it's Jeff with brand new guitar. So, slipping back in time to 1989, I was an impressionable 19-year-old, 18, 19-year-old, and there was a wonderful advertisement campaign, advertising campaign, I'm just being posh, of a wonderful guy by the name of Steve Vai. Potent, I don't know it. And Steve Vai was famous at the time because of being in the David Lee Roth band. David Lee Roth from Van Halen left the band. Oh my God, Eddie Van Halen, how is he going to get a new guitar player in, because he's the best, he's amazing. Enter Steve Vai, and oh my goodness, a new person for everybody to love. And Steve Vai had a series of guitars made by Ibanez called the Gems, and in I think '89 he had this kind of one made, which was the Jem FP. FP stands for floral pattern because the pattern on the guitar is based on the curtains in his parents' home. There you go, fact fans. So, yes, they made them late 90s or late 80s into the 90s, and then redid them for a number of years into the noughties as well. But they've been out of print, for want of a better term, out of manufacture for a while. And one came up on, I think it was a 99 one or 89 one on eBay recently for £4,500. So £4,500, a lot of money, as you can imagine, and a bit too much for me at the moment. So as a way to honour the COVID years, and just as a little experiment, because we're all got too much time on our hands, or had too much time on our hands, and been thinking things through, maybe a little too much, I decided to go and see what I can do. I was in what's the phrase? I was led down the path of a DH gate, and if any of you have heard of DH gate, basically they make facsimiles, good word, not forgeries, not copies, honest gov, of various things, Armani clothes and God knows what and stuff like that. It's basically the world's biggest marketplace is DHgate. So they are the collective for individual stores. They do guitars as well. So I noticed under one of the manufacturers from China called Jug_Guitars, they had this very guitar, and not going for £4,500, but actually just over £250. And I thought, you know, as a little thing to do, what I will do this year is to buy one of these guitars, and because I've already got a Jem, and see what I can actually do to make it as good as possible. So, as tradition would have it with the facsimile guitars, the bodies and the necks are very good, and the hardware, in this case the licensed Floyd Rose, and the pickups, the switches and things, and the nuts and so on and so forth, are usually a little bit substandard. Pickups generally are microphonic, which means at high volume they squeal, or you can actually talk through them. I've not been able to talk through them through this, but apparently that's one of the things that happens. This has been not set up. This literally came this morning, 22nd of May. There's a long wait with DH gate things. Potent, you don't know it again. I ordered this back on like 3rd or 4th of March this year. So big wait. It's stayed in customs in China for a long time before it comes over here, and then literally it's days to come through. So I will tell you about the guitar. What I like, the body's very nice. There's the claw grip. But the Floyd Rose that can be pulled back to raise the pitch of the tone. The neck feels really good. Tree of Life, of course. That looks really nice. The last 4 frets of the 24 fret guitar have been scalloped, which I don't believe is on the original guitars in the 80s, but it's a nice little touch. So it feels as good playing wise as my Jem Junior, which was £450, I suppose. The hardware is the difference. So Floyd Rose usually costs 100 odd quid. Going to get us a new one of those. Pickups, the best part of £160 for new pickups. So I'm going to be putting some the standard ones for the time, basically, which is DiMarzio PF Pros and the single coil. Put those in on this as a way, I suppose, to getting around the copyrights and all that kind of stuff. The original guitar had a volume and a tone. With this guitar I've got a volume for each of the pickups and a tone here. So what I will do, hopefully, with a wonderful luthier, not as in the crime fighting person, but a luthier guitar person, would be just to change them back to just the volume and the tone for both the pickups. Take this one off. We've got these little switches here. Interesting, really. On the original guitar, you haven't got these little switches. These are kill switches for the pickups. So if I put them on, that does the bridge. This is the neck pickup. Which is interesting. So I'm not too sure whether I'll keep those on, to be honest. But yeah, the guitar is pretty good. And get a new 5-way switch, because these can be a little bit noisy as well. And we will see. So this is going to be the first video in a number of them. And hopefully, yeah, we will get it sorted. Money, kind of like no object in a way. I want to see how good we can get it. So my budget will be for the pickups and things, who knows, the total cost, and also the tuners. They're a little bit not super great, but they hold the tune. 700 or so pounds for the entire thing, I think, or less than 1,000 should do it, and then I'll be happy. So there you go. That's the guitar. So I will just do a few little bits, and you can see. That's the bridge pickup. Here's the neck pickup. And that, my friends, is the middle single coil. So there you go. Watch this space for more videos.